Imagine you're driving home from the movies with your whole family, discussing the show. Wham! Your car gets T-boned by a drunk driver. All of you have injuries. Some of you are bleeding profusely. The paramedics will do their best to stop the bleeding and maybe even start you on a saline drip to keep up your blood volume. But when you get to the emergency room, they will most likely start you on plasma or whole blood. According to the webpage redcrossblood.org, learn about the blood facts and statistics. A single car crash victim can require as many as 100 pints of blood. Hi, my name is Bill Wiseman, and over the last 28 years, I've donated 60 pints of blood. That's 7.5 gallons. As Muhammad Ali said in a Time magazine article in February of 1978, a service to others is the rent you pay for the room you have here on earth. Donating blood requires very little effort, but it makes you feel good about helping others. I feel it is important to help others when we can, and donating blood is one of the simplest ways to help others. I'm sure all of us know someone that's needed a transfusion due to surgery, an accident, or even treatment for a disease. Today I will discuss blood shortages, the donation process, and I will finish up with why you should donate. According to the American Association of Blood Banks on their webpage, www.aabb.org, donor qualifications are becoming stricter all of the time. The average donor age continues to rise. We are at risk of having a short supply of blood. Just last year, Deborah Zabrenko of ABC News, in an article from September 2015 titled, "The Nation Has a Major Blood Shortage," reported, "A critical shortage of blood has forced the cancellation of elective surgeries in Los Angeles, Philadelphia, and Atlanta." According to America's Blood Center website, americasblood.org, about blood facts, and figures, 1 in 7 people admitted to a hospital will need a transfusion. That adds up to over 40,000 pints of blood a day in the US and Canada. www.blood.co.uk, why give blood, how blood is used, breaks down how donated blood was used in England in 2014, with 67% being used to treat medical conditions including anemia, cancer, and blood disorders, while 27% was used for surgery, to include cardiac surgery and emergency surgery. The remaining 6% was used to treat blood loss after childbirth. And since blood cannot be manufactured, it has to come from us. Now that you know why it's so important to donate, let's look at how simple the donation process is. The donation process is broken down into 4 easy steps: registration, a health history, a quick mini checkup, and the donation, and finally, refreshments. Once you arrive at the blood bank, they will have you fill out a short questionnaire and make sure you are an eligible donor. The next step is a quick finger poke to get a sample to check your iron levels. Then it's a thermometer in your mouth, a cuff on your arm, and as your temp and blood pressure are normal, it's off to the chair for you. Here you get to lay back and relax, with some of the chairs even having TV mounted on them. Now it's just a quick poke in the arm and relaxing for the next 15 to 20 minutes. Now that all of that's done, it's off to the best part: cookies and juice. That's right, I said cookies and juice. All for just giving a little bit of time and a little bit of blood. Your body will remake the donated blood within a matter of weeks. Plus, according to Tina Revel, a phlebologist at the LifeServe Blood Bank in Sioux City, Iowa, all the blood donations they collect are used in the tri-state area hospitals. So your blood could be helping a neighbor or a friend or somebody that you love. Now that you know how easy it is to donate, let's look at why we should. According to the American Red Cross on their site, redcrossblood.org, learn about blood facts and statistics. Blood cannot be manufactured. We need to donate to keep the supply levels up. Now, I'm not a huge fan of needles, but the sting of a needle is nothing compared to the pain of a loved one being in a situation where they need a transfusion. If one of my loved ones was in an accident and needed a blood transfusion, the last thing I would want to worry about is them not getting it because of a shortage of donated blood. Another benefit of donating blood may be even a longer life. According to U.S. News and World Report article titled on their website titled What Generosity Does to Your Brain and Life Expectancy by Elizabeth Renter, posted 1 May 2015, studies have consistently shown that improved mood and better physical health and increased longevity are connected to giving, whether it's monetary donations or volunteer hours invested on the weekend. When it comes to your health, it is truly better to give than receive. So to summarize what I talked about, we can clearly see that there is never-ending need for blood donations. The process for donating is very safe and very simple, and we can all find a reason to donate, either for someone you love or just for that great feeling we get from helping others. In conclusion, I will leave you with a quote and a challenge. The undated quote is from John Bunyan. "You have not lived today until you have done something for someone who can never repay you." And the challenge? I challenge each and every one of you to try to donate at least once. If not for somebody you know, for somebody you don't know. Thank you.